But when you have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes, you're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
Who is in charge? Because I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president.
Did you ever think you'd see the day? After years of dominating daytime TV, sparking daily debates, and making headlines for all the wrong reasons, it's finally over. The View has been abruptly shut down, not with a whimper, but with a bang, a deafening crash of over 30 hefty defamation lawsuits. It's the kind of downfall nobody saw coming, a media institution brought to its knees. But how did a show known for its fiery opinions and celebrity hosts find itself facing such a catastrophic end? How did The View go from must-see TV to a legal battlefield, ultimately silenced? The story behind its demise is a wild ride filled with shocking accusations, unexpected adversaries, and a reckoning that was years in the making.
That's not true. So is this the guy who's qualified to make decisions about the most powerful military in the world, who clearly does not know anything about the military?
The stupidity is unmatched. Unmatched. This is the guy that she's saying doesn't know anything about the military. Does he look like he doesn't know anything about the military to you? This woman literally had to do no research, came out here and is just exposing the idiocy for what it is. And she said he clearly knows nothing about the military. She clearly hasn't done a lick of research. The man has a bachelor's from Princeton, a master's from Harvard, 2 Bronze Stars. Here's what qualifies you for a Bronze Star. The individual must demonstrate heroic or meritorious achievement or service while serving in a combat theater. The man was a major in the National Guard, and he served in Iraq and Afghanistan, both of them.
At the heart of this dramatic collapse is Whoopi Goldberg, the show's outspoken figurehead known for never holding back. For years, Whoopi had been lobbing verbal grenades on air, making pronouncements that often blurred the line between opinion and outright accusation. Remember that moment when she went on a tear, questioning someone's military knowledge and qualifications in the most dismissive way possible? This is the guy that she's saying doesn't know anything about the military? Does he look like he doesn't know anything about the military? She scoffed, as if declaring fact without a shred of research. It was a bold, unfiltered statement typical of her style. But these weren't just off-the-cuff remarks in the heat of debate. They were becoming a pattern. Whoopi seemed to operate under the assumption that her celebrity status was an impenetrable shield, that she could say just about anything without real consequences. She was throwing these wild claims, as the transcript puts it, like confetti, never truly anticipating the storm that was brewing. And that storm started with more than just offended feelings. It began with legal papers being served. This initial outburst, this first spark of unchecked commentary, was just the beginning of a fire that would soon engulf the entire show. But Whoopi's military commentary was just a warm-up act. The real legal fireworks began when she set her sights on even bigger targets, Elon Musk and the Trump family. Suddenly, The View wasn't just ruffling feathers, it was poking the bear, multiple bears in fact. Elon Musk, known for his sharp responses and even sharper lawyers, was reportedly among the first to take formal legal action. But the heavyweight punch came when whispers started circulating. The Trump family, led by Donald Trump himself, was gearing up for their own legal onslaught. They'd had enough of what they deemed Whoopi's defamatory tirades, particularly the accusations linking them to conspiracy theories, manipulation, and outright criminality. For years, Trump had made it crystal clear: swing at him and you'll get hit back, and hit back hard. Whoopi, it seemed, was about to learn that lesson in the most public and painful way possible. This wasn't just about hurt feelings, it was about power, deep pockets, and the kind of legal firepower that can silence even the loudest voices. But even as these legal battles were brewing with titans like Musk and Trump, there was an unexpected twist in the tale. A bizarre layer of irony that added fuel to the fire.
Hey, everybody used to like Trump. Like the show. You ever seen like videos of Trump on The View with Barbara Walters back when they liked him? You ever seen that?
Yes, but I can't remember what you're referring to.
You should see it because it's bonkers. This is it. Watch this. This is bonkers. Go full screen. This is literally bonkers.
Real estate mogul and a television star. But does he really want to add president of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to. Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
My friend.
My friend. Watch this. Just watch this. This is nuts. We're in an alternative universe. Okay? Because this is not that long ago.
Go standing O.
Bro, watch this. Just watch how this goes. Watch this. So she's a Republican. That's easy.
Yep.
But everybody else.
Joy
hugs.
can't wait to get a hug in.
Yeah, everyone's hugging. Look at this. Look at this. Kisses, hugs, kisses to Whoopi. Everybody hugs and kisses. Even Joy Behar hugs and kisses.
Even Joy Behar hugs and kisses.
See? Now watch this.
So I'm going to take you at your word that you have not decided yet when you're going to run, but you're thinking about it and you've expressed some of your views, which are controversial and in many ways, but not to her.
Because believe it or not, there was a time when Donald Trump and The View were friendly. It sounds like an alternate reality, right? But old clips resurfaced, showing Trump not as the enemy, but as a welcomed guest, even a friend of Barbara Walters and the panel. My friend Donald Trump, Barbara Walters gushes in one clip, introducing him to a standing ovation, hugs and kisses from the very hosts who would later become his fiercest critics. Joy Behar, Whoopi herself, all smiles, all warmth. It's a truly bonkers scene, as the transcript describes it, a stark reminder of how dramatically things had shifted. This wasn't some ancient history either, it was relatively recent. The contrast was jarring, from friendly banter and on-air embraces to bitter legal feuds. This unearthed past didn't just highlight the hypocrisy some accused The View of, it underscored the deeply personal nature of the unfolding drama. But as surprising as the Trump twist was, the lawsuits weren't just coming from the political arena. A completely different kind of storm was brewing, one that originated not in the halls of power, but in the heart of country music. Enter Carrie Underwood. Yes, that Carrie Underwood. While you might expect legal challenges from billionaires and politicians, a lawsuit from a country music superstar was definitely off the typical View bingo card. But Carrie, it turned out, was not someone to be trifled with, especially when it came to her reputation. Whoopi had apparently suggested on air that Carrie was involved in behind-the-scenes corruption, pulling strings to influence entertainment awards. Baseless? Absolutely, according to Carrie and her legal team. Damaging? Undeniably. Carrie Underwood, known for her powerful voice and carefully crafted image, wasn't about to let unfounded rumors tarnish her brand. Her response was as forceful as her ballads, a multi-million-dollar defamation lawsuit that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. This wasn't just about ratings or political jabs anymore, this was about livelihoods, personal brands, and the very real consequences of reckless accusations. The pressure on The View was becoming unbearable. But even with political heavyweights and country music royalty lining up to sue, the final crushing blow came from a media personality who commanded a different kind of army, the podcast king himself, Joe Rogan.
Whoopi Goldberg's, did you see what she did to that Staten Island bakery?
Yeah. No.
Crazy.
What?
So Staten Island Bakery, their boiler went down, and she placed an order of cupcakes for her birthday. And they couldn't
hold
order.
on. I can't imagine yet how this would go bad. Okay, go ahead.
So she places this order. They say, we can't promise you that we can do this because our boiler is down. So we can't fulfill this order. And so then the next day, the boiler's back up. She has someone else call the same bakery, and they get the order in because now the boiler's up. She claims the reason why they didn't take her order is because they didn't like her politics. And so she says this on The View. So then the bakery has a press conference where they say, we've been in business for 150 years. This is not what happened at all. We don't discriminate against anybody regardless of anything. We just had a problem with our boiler. And she's singling out a family-run business. And then there's a line around the block for the bakery.
If there's one figure in the current media landscape you don't want to provoke, it's Joe Rogan. With his massive, fiercely loyal audience and his history of unapologetic clapbacks, Rogan is a force to be reckoned with, and Whoopi, it seems, made the critical error of crossing him. She publicly ridiculed Rogan, labeling him irresponsible and dangerous for his podcast content. It was a classic case of throwing stones from a glass house, especially considering The View's own history of controversial statements, but Rogan wasn't one to let insults slide, particularly when they came with a heavy dose of hypocrisy. He fired back with a vengeance, not just verbally, but legally. His counter lawsuit was brutal, accusing Whoopi of defamation, false statements, and a deliberate attempt to damage his character. And Rogan, being the savvy businessman he is, wasn't shy about his resources. This wasn't just about principle, it was about making an example. The legal battle with Rogan quickly spiraled into a full-blown media circus, with Rogan's team pulling out all the stops to expose what they saw as Whoopi's recklessness and hold her accountable. It was a clash of media titans, and for The View, it was a fight they were simply not equipped to win. The combined weight of these legal battles, the mounting expenses, the exodus of sponsors terrified by the controversy, and the growing public backlash became an insurmountable burden. The inevitable happened. The View was canceled. The fallout was catastrophic not just for Whoopi, but for the entire show. Co-hosts, producers, the whole team were caught in the blast radius of the implosion. The show, once a daytime staple, had become a symbol of unchecked celebrity privilege and the dangers of wild accusations. Advertisers, spooked by the legal quagmire and the toxic public image, pulled their support, leaving The View hemorrhaging money. Even the network, initially perhaps willing to weather the storm, couldn't ignore the financial and reputational damage. The astronomical legal bills, combined with the relentless pressure from the Trump family, Carrie Underwood, Joe Rogan, and countless others who felt smeared by Whoopi's words, proved too much to overcome. The View, once a seemingly untouchable media behemoth, crumbled under the weight of its own controversies. So what's the takeaway from this dramatic downfall? Perhaps it's a stark reminder that in today's media landscape, even celebrity status isn't a free pass for saying anything you want without consequence. Words have power, and accusations, especially baseless ones, can have devastating repercussions. The View's demise serves as a cautionary tale about accountability, the importance of factual accuracy, and the very real price of unchecked opinions in a world where those with deep pockets and powerful voices are ready to fight back. The reign of hyperbole and controversy, as the transcript called it, is officially over, and the silence left behind is deafening.